Finally.
I'll hold on that and I'll talk about that in just a second. We are finally live. Apologize for the delay. There's a few of you that might still be in the waiting room. We apologize. We were trying to go live. So Nick is going to start joining. And if you could pull up my Caesar dressing when you get a chance, that would be great, honey. I love you. I love you. I love you. So we are finally live on Facebook. We are about to make dinner. We have not eaten yet. So we're going to be eating a little later than normal tonight, which is fine. It's going to happen. There's 7 days where you just can't eat early, at least in our household, especially like Thursdays and cooking Thursdays, because we don't start cooking till 8 o'clock, till 7 o'clock. But that's okay. We're not going to make a big deal about it. So I've got some water boiling already. Why am I boiling water? Because I need to soak some. I'm making a cashew Caesar dressing, and I soak my cashews in boiling water in order just for them to soften up a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and take a bowl out, and I'm going to pour I just have my water over here on my. Oh, I thought we froze again. I was like, did we freeze again? No. Okay, I have my water here. I'm just going to pour the hot water into a bowl. Let that sit there. And I'm going to grab my cashews. You're kind of in my cooking, unfortunately, my cooking way. I'm going to grab some cashews. And I'm going to make a half batch of my dressing. Usually it's a full cup of cashews. I'm only going to make half for now, which works. So I'm going to put in all these cashews into the boiling water and just let them soak. You want your cashews to soak in the boiling water because what it does is it softens the cashews and it allows you to make them. That's what makes it turn into a creamy consistency, a Caesar dressing, right? So we're just going to let that sit right there. So what are we making this evening? We're having pizza. This is one of Nick and I's. Nick and I.
I'm like drooling thinking of.
It's our favorite. Pizza. Like honestly, when we were on our major weight loss journey back in 2018, but when we found out about this 2-ingredient dough, we were like, oh my God, this was like saving grace for us because we could have pizza whenever we wanted to and not feel guilty, right? And again, never feel guilty about food. Food should not bring on guilt. Food should make you feel like, okay, it's delicious, it's good. Food is friend, not foe. But there's always choices. Isn't that what we talked about the other day? Making choices. So making a 2-ingredient dough versus going to add the oils in this. And a lot of times it's the flour, right? Like it's the flour. What's kind of cool is as we progress through our journey, we tried to do some plant-based stuff at one point when we were with P3 and stuff. And it was great. And that actually introduced us to a few new things. So instead of using a dairy yogurt, we actually found a Riviera oat-based Greek yogurt, and it actually works in the dough. I had
my breakfast this morning.
So it actually works for the dough.
I had a cut up apple with that yogurt and Jean-Luc's granola. It's so good. I really love this yogurt, so it's definitely.
And then this is the consistency. It actually has the consistency of Greek yogurt, and that's the nice part is it's thick. All the other non-dairy yogurts, I find them a little runny, and it's very hard to make 2-ingredient dough out of. I also use, this is called Brody's self-rising flour. So it already has the salt and the baking powder in there. So it rises on its own. You don't need to use the yeast to make dough. So it's quick and easy. You can make bagels out of this. You can make pizza dough. I've made cinnamon buns. I've made all sorts of things with it. I have my handy stand mixer. I'm going to start on the dough right away because it needs to mix. So the ratio is, I don't follow the ratio that was already out there. There's this dough. I did not create this dough myself. I will not take credit for it because it is not mine. It was part of WW. Someone on WW shared it with us. But of course, what does Jean-Luc do when he finds a recipe? He tweaks it to make it his way. So I use 1.5 cups of flour to a cup of the Greek yogurt. And then I might add water depending on the consistency of the dough. Because again, look at that. Am I measuring exactly a full? This is a half cup measuring.
How dare you, honey?
There's a half cup. I'm not gonna sit there. I'm not a baker, so I don't need to like make sure it's a level cup. I try not to overfill it. Like I'm not gonna do this. So I'm gonna make sure that it is almost a half cup. So there's 1 full cup and then another one. The kitties have been locked away, by the way, except for Seba. He's on his scratch post right here. But the other 2 kitties, I do not trust them on the counter while I'm making pizza and I'm rolling dough. Our gray cat would probably be full of flour, and the tuxedo cat would now be white as well. So now I don't need the flour yet. I might need it later when I need to roll the dough.
I'm still here, everybody. I'm just working on something for after the session that I needed to get finished yet. So I'm working on that right now.
We kind of missed a meeting today.
Yeah.
We had a meeting with financial advisors and we had booked them on, we made them book a Zoom meeting with us like we do for everybody. And we forgot about it. It didn't give us a notification. So when they called me on my phone, I was like, did you not get my email? He's like, yeah, we were waiting in Zoom for 10 minutes and no one should. I'm like, oh my God.
Felt bad.
And we are not people that like to miss meetings, especially when we book them or have them book on our calendar. And of course, we miss a meeting.
Notification, though.
That was the weird part.
We never got a notification that our meeting was coming. So it was like.
So this is a half cup of the Greek yogurt. And it doesn't have any flavor. For those of you who are worried, it smells like yogurt. Smell that. It smells like yogurt.
Smells delicious.
And this is the plain. You can get it in vanilla. You can get it in different flavors. If you're in the US, I don't know if this brand is there.
It's from Quebec, so I'm assuming it wouldn't be.
It is a Quebec brand, but look, I'm sure. Oh, I'm sorry. You got yogurt on you. I yogurted you. I'm sure if you look in your grocery store, the plant-based yogurts are usually in, and I know it sounds funny, they're in the health food aisle. And I'm not saying that they're not that they're just as healthy as any other yogurt. They're just made for people who don't eat dairy, right? So there's not really a big difference. It's just allowing people who don't eat dairy have the same type of food that we do who do eat dairy. When we started making it with this, we were like, hey, and it's not that much more expensive than regular yogurt is. Once in a blue moon, you can get it on sale. It is a little bit more expensive, but not too much. And we like it because Lizette, Nick's mom, she's not a vegetarian or anything like that, but she found out throughout the last couple of years that dairy products affect her stomach. And she doesn't feel good when she eats, and her sinuses, she gets completely blocked up. And so she decided, I'm going non-dairy. Since she went non-dairy, it's changed everything for her. And as soon as she eats any type of chocolate or any type of drinks milk or has cheese that has like any dairy product,
the brand is Riviera.
Riviera. It's Riviera. And this one is it's a oat-based vegan Greek style yogurt. And this is the natural flavor. I believe it comes in, there's a vanilla, there's a strawberry, there's all sorts. So I've got my ingredients in here. The only two ingredients here, again, 2 ingredient dough, yogurt, flour. That's it. Greek yogurt is the best. You can use a plain yogurt, but again, plain yogurts tend to be watery. You don't want your dough to be watery. I'm now using, I found this in the cupboard. I haven't tried it yet. It's an Epicure spice. Okay, guess what? I went from my commitment of using one spice. And this is my 3rd time using spices this week. I was like, wait a minute here. I'm going to have to go buy more because by next week I might not have any spices left. That's a lie. I have a lot in here. I do have a lot. But I'm not going to use, this is actually a dip that you make with cream cheese and so on. But you know me, I never follow a recipe the same way. I'm actually going to add these spices into my dough to make a flavored dough, to add the oregano, all those. It has
flavors:
tomato, garlic, mushroom, onion. I shouldn't have said mushroom out loud. Green pepper, bell pepper. It has all the flavor, like that pizza aroma without without having to take out all those ingredients. So I'm just going to open it up. I want to smell it. Oh, that smell. Oh my God. It smells like pizza. Like, smell that.
Oh my God.
It smells like.
Oh my God.
Pizza.
That smells so
That's
freaking
insane.
good. I can't wait to eat
Oh
that.
my God. Okay.
Oh my God, I'm salivating in the smell. It really does smell
That really smells really good.
Oh my God. Look at that.
Are you salivating?
I am. I'm salivating on
keep
it.
It in, honey. So I'm not going to put the whole pack in there because this is supposed to make a dip, right? I'm supposed to be making a dip out of this. I'm not making a dip. I'm making 2 ingredient dough. So I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of this in there. And guess what? I can still make a dip with the rest. It just might not be as potent. It'll still work though. So, and I'll be honest, I'm going to show you. This is how I cook. I use some of it. Oh, the camera's not there. I'm showing it to nobody. I use some of it, not all of it. I use some of it, not all of it. Because this is my way. There's nothing wrong with doing that. So step outside of the box and start using.
He tends to use Epicure products outside the box for most of them, to be honest.
except for the last couple of days, I made them as is, and they were really good. We made the
green bean.
The green bean, and at first I was kind of like, eh.
It was really good warmed up.
And then I ate it. It was like, I was like, oh my God, that is really good. And it's simple. This is what I like about it is there's simple ingredients. And for those of you who are plant-based.
Oh, we have a lot of clips. We even have two more sleeves in storage. We have so many clips. So we're all over the place.
I'm turning on my my stand mixer right now, and I'm just gonna let it mix for a while because it does take a while. Again, this is not like your regular dough. So at times you have to come in and you might have to scrape along the edges in order for it to form that ball. Sometimes it just happens on its own. And it could be, maybe I added more yogurt once. Maybe I didn't add enough yogurt. And this is actually coming together pretty well. So I'm just going to let it spin. I have it on a 6. I don't want to go too hard, because if I go too hard, too strong on the mixer, it's going to make a mess. And Nick hates it when flour gets all over the place. It happens a lot.
It does.
So I used to work at Pizza Hut growing up, okay?
So he learned to make pizza the messy way.
Well, the thing is,
I did too. I won't lie. I learned making
it's
pizza
hard
at
to make
Topper's
pizza clean.
I know. I made Topper's Pizza. I used to work at Topper's Pizza growing up in Northern Ontario. So I too learned how to make pizza, and it was always messy. The place was dirty all the time. You had to clean it at the end of the night, of course, but cheese was everywhere by the end of the night, especially on Friday nights when the rush would come in.
My issue was when I used to make dough on Saturday mornings. I would go in and I'd be the dough maker, and no lie, I'd come back.
Made dough.
My apron was full of flour. I had handprints on my butt, and the typical messy kitchen. But my dough always turned out well. It
hasn't stopped since.
Yes, it has not stopped since. I love my husband. He's so nice to me.
So I was asking what the Epicure mix was. So it's a pizza.
It's a pizza dip.
It's a pizza dip Epicure spice. Oh, you did put a clip on it.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I just grabbed it with the other one. Clip.
So this is what it is. It's a pizza dip. And so you guys are all aware, we talked about this last week. Starting today, we will be having an Epicure mystery host party. One for the US, one for Canada. Well, how that works is after tonight's session, we will release 2 different links. Any purchase made on these links in the next until September 30th means you will get ballots to become the mystery host winner. What does that mean? Well, when you're a host of a Epicure party, you actually win products at the end. So if you spend $50, you'll get a ballot. $100 too. So every $50 you'll get a ballot into the draw, and one person from the US and one person from Canada will win the host gifts that come as being a host. So if you're looking to buy Epicure products in the next few days, come and shop and come and buy the pizza dip. Because the recipe for this, we were going to try it this weekend, and we still can.
Yeah, I told you we still can. There's plenty.
So we're actually going to do it this weekend. You mix this with cream cheese and light mayo, and you put it in the microwave, and you add cheese on top and pepperoni, and you just dip like crackers or whatever in it. It smells divine, everybody. I mean, it smells like pizza.
Smell it here.
Oh my God, that's making
in the pizza dough. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's going to be amazing.
So I'm going to clip this.
So I'm actually going to work on making our pizzas first, because we need to get them in the oven and cook it. I bet pizza dip would.
Oh my God, that would be really good.
Oh, in a spaghetti squash boat. That would be a great idea.
Delicious.
Exactly. Thinking outside of the box, right? We see the word pizza and we think we need to make a traditional pizza. No, you don't. You can make so many things with the same spices and the same idea, but making it differently, making a pizza in your butternut squash.
Yeah, it would be delicious, actually. And I'm not a butternut. Well, I can't say I'm not a butternut squash fan. I'm not butternut.
That's a
spaghetti squash.
Yeah.
And I can't say I'm not a spaghetti squash fan. My issue with spaghetti squash is it's too wet for me. So when I eat it, it feels it's too wet. So what we've done when we cook our spaghetti squash is Jean-Luc bakes it with no water at all. He bakes it dry, and then usually we scrape it out and then you put it away for a night with some paper towel. Then the next day we take it out and we use it, because if I have it with too much, if I have it from the spaghetti squash right away, it's too watery for me, so I can't do it. And
did you guys just notice what he called it? Spaghetti squash?
That's spaghetti squash. I'm Michelle Tanner. Just call me Michelle Tanner from Full House.
Definitely.
So something that we're also doing tonight is Jean-Luc is making some salad.
I am.
So what I'm working on right now is, because we have a bunch of stuff that I said I would add on our Amazon shop. So if you go to jeanlucandnick.com/Amazon, I just added on there this salad spinner, which we love because look at this.
This is the newer one. We used to have one, and
look at this one.
We had to get it because it cracked.
It cracked.
So I bought the bigger one, the 4-liter one instead of the 3-liter one, and it's so much better.
And not just that, when you clean it, look,
it comes completely apart.
It comes apart.
Like you could clean every
nook and cranny,
which I love.
Which we couldn't do on the other one. So we just got this recently. And I'm also adding our dishes like you guys have wanted. So that's on our shop as well. So I'll put the link in chat shortly.
Dough. Look at that. And how long did I just make dough? Seconds. I made dough in like, if I wasn't talking, it would have been faster. Maybe not. When does Jean-Luc not talk? Right? Jean-Luc talks all the time.
He talks in his sleep, everybody.
So at least I don't snore.
I don't snore. Are you saying I snore?
No, I'm just saying at least I don't snore.
Yeah, at least you don't snore.
At least I don't snore. I'd rather talk than sleep. The counter's already been clean. So what I'm going to do now, I'm taking off my rings.
So I just want to show them how cute this is. Look who's here. Our little audience member.
Saba.
So we put the kittens away. They're in the bedroom right now. They're taking a snooze. We couldn't trust them on the counter.
Not with this. And
he's trustworthy. He won't come on the counter. He'll stay there.
But the counter has been sanitized, just letting you all know.
Because our cats are always on this counter.
Yeah.
This is their counter. That one, no. They're not allowed. They get yelled at when they go on that one.
So I'm taking a little bit of flour. I'm adding it to my...
Now he's been trying constantly.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So you're going to notice when you take your flour out of the container, it's going to be... there's going to be some little bits and pieces that all you need to do is mold it together and knead it together, and it actually creates a ball of dough. Like, look at this. It's absolutely incredible. So now I'm going to take that. I love the spices in it. Can you pull a knife out for me, honey? A knife, not a container. Just a butter knife works. No, butter knife is better. Thank you. I'm going to cut this in half because we're making 2 pizzas. We're making 2 personalized pizzas in our amazing little pizza pans that we bought online. You can find these on Amazon. These are 7 or 8 inch. I think they're on our site already. They're not. No, they're not. Okay, we'll add these because we've had these forever. We bought them at the Corningware store years ago. And we bought them because we thought how fun it would be to make your own pizza party. So we bought like 12 of them just in case we ever had 12 friends come over to have pizza. We've never had 12 friends come over.
We've had 6.
That's 6.
We've had 6. We made 6 pizza once.
Yeah, we had made 6 pizzas. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to roll it out. Can you pass me the rolling pin, honey? You see, my sous chef isn't ready, lady.
I can't today. I'm busy. I'm trying to get stuff ready for everybody.
You want to eat?
Yes, but you want me to get the stuff on there and be able to eat too? Because I won't be able to eat if I don't get it done now.
So I'm just rolling out the dough. You can cut this into more than 2 pizzas. You can make 4 pizzas out of it, most likely. We like our dough a little bit thicker sometimes, and tonight we want a thicker dough. So I'm leaving it in just 2. I'm rolling it out as much as I can without over rolling it. Then I'm going to take a little bit of flour, just a bit, and rub it on the pan. Help it not to stick when it's cooking. You've already got some on your pizza. So once I actually have it in the pan, I'm now going to stretch it out along the edges and make it as round as I possibly can. I've also in the past, and I've said this to a lot of you, I have overstretched it on the outside, grabbed a cheese string and stuffed the crust with a cheese string before, and then rolled the crust on top to make mini stuffed crust pizzas. I used to work at pizza. We had stuffed crust, and it was one of my favorite pizzas in the whole wide world. So there's pizza number 1.
Delicious. Okay, so I just got the our shop ready. So if you guys go to, I put a link in chat. Our Amazon shop has all the stuff that I said I would add. Sorry for the delay. I know I said I would do it the other night for our dishes, but here we go. So if you scroll down past the books, you'll see the salad spinner. You'll see our dishes. Some of you were asking about our dishes a few days ago. That's all on the Amazon shop on our website now for you. And as always, we are Amazon associates. If you buy something from this, we actually get some of the proceeds, which help keep Jean-Luc and Nick website and everything free. That's how we're doing it this time. And same thing with Epicure. As you guys buy Epicure products through our links, we also get some money from that as well to help keep jeanlucandnick.com free for everybody. And that's what we want to do because January 12th, KickStart comes back. KickStart Winter 2025, the Sunday, January 12th, will be our opening ceremonies, and it's 42 days will begin on January 13th, 2025. It will remain free, no cost. So tell your friends, tell your family members, tell your groups, everybody, your swimming partners, anybody you deal with that if you're joining KickStart, let them know, and they can join us in January.
I love you. So what I do once, look at that. Once my 2 pizzas are in the pan, I'm going to what we call proof them. No, perforate them. I apologize. Not proof. Proof is putting them in a warm place in order for them to rise. We're not going to make them rise, but we're going to perforate the pizzas just by forking it a little bit. I'm sorry. I had to chuckle at that. I prefer spooning. Prefer spooning than forking, but I'm going to fork that a bit. The reason why stops air bubbles from creating when you're cooking the pizza. So you know those air pockets? If you don't do this, you could likely get an air pocket. So you'll have a big part of your dough that rises in the oven, and then all your toppings fall off. And you don't want that to happen.
Oh, I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the workbook. There will be a new workbook in January, and this workbook will be a little longer. There will be recipes in it this time. The recipes that we'll be doing this one right now, the recipes will actually be in your workbook this time, so you won't have to go to the website to get them. We're also going to be adding the challenge, the KickStart challenge that you're doing with the legs this month. This 6 weeks, we'll be adding that in the book as well. So you'll have it every day. Will be in your book if you want to join a challenge. So the book will be changing for January to add extra things to help you guys make this more in one book. So you guys don't have to search for stuff everywhere. It's all in one place.
I need to clean the counter, honey.
Okay. I'll do that.
Thank you. So as Nick cleans the counter, because we need to dress these pizzas, right? So, sorry, baby. Nope, not for you. Come over here. No, you can come down here. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Don't come on the counter, please. Wash my hands again.
I guess you can come now. You're not making pizza anymore.
No,
right?
but I'm putting toppings and cutting stuff.
There,
so, no, he cannot be on the counter. If so, we'll have to put him in the bedroom.
Yeah, be a good boy, Seba. Okay?
Be a good boy.
Stay there.
Okay, so I normally use my homemade pizza sauce. I make my marinara sauce, and that's what I use on my pizza. It's frozen. I don't have any right now. We need to buy tomatoes.
Yeah, that should be on our
So
list.
I'm just using Primo. That's the one we like. It's the one we have. We had it in the fridge already.
I grew up with that one.
This is what Nick grew up with. And I'm just putting a little bit of Primo. Nick likes his extra saucy. So
I like it saucy. Is it any wonder?
I'm making his super saucy. And I'm a weirdo. I like to add barbecue sauce to my tomato sauce. That's how I like my pizza. I love barbecue sauce on my pizza. I always have. And a lot of restaurants are now doing that. So I'm just adding this. I found this. It's a bourbon maple syrup barbecue sauce. Add whatever your favorite barbecue sauce if you like that as well. This is great if you want to make a barbecue chicken pizza with some grilled chicken, some red onions, some mushrooms. Fantastic. And it adds a different flavor. Think outside of the box. Why do you have to even use tomato sauce? Why can't you use a pesto? Add a pesto sauce to your pizza instead. Add a Alfredo sauce to your pizza instead. You can make so many variations and not think that everything always has to be the same.
Special announcement. Jean-Luc wanted me to all tell you. I had chocolate this morning.
He ate chocolate this morning.
I had chocolate this morning, apparently. There's cocoa in the churro spice.
And I did not say anything till this afternoon because I wanted to double check.
I smelt it before I used it. I smell cinnamon. So I didn't smell any cocoa. I didn't hate it, but I also just put a sprinkle. I didn't put a lot.
I've never put it on anything because I read the ingredients for him, right? Because I know if I do something and he's like, I'm not eating this. So when he did it himself today, I'm like, that's his own problem.
I know. Yes.
He didn't read. So I'm just spreading the sauce. I might add a little bit more to mine because I was very, actually, no, this is perfect. I'm not a saucy person. I hate my
I love having
sauce. When you get a pizza and everything falls off because it's too saucy. I hate it. It's never. I don't like a messy pizza.
Put more on mine.
Look at how much there is on yours.
I like
plenty.
Why can't I have more sauce? Why can't I have what I want?
Then make it yourself. My goodness, he's a picky man.
I like it saucy. When I order pizza, if it's my own, I ask for extra sauce on mine all the time. I just prefer it. You know what I love? And I don't know if you guys have ever seen these at the grocery store. Do you ever see pizza buns? You know the buns you buy, they're cold, and I love those. Those are like my favorite. We both love those.
Mhm.
And those always have that, like, I just love the sauciness on those, and that's why I like my pizza the
Can you
same way.
pass me scissors over there?
You're such a good boy, Seba.
He's amazing.
He's staying. Look at him. Look at him, everybody.
He's just staying there watching.
Being patient.
Watching.
You're such
So-
a good boy.
We use turkey pepperoni on our pizza. Like we use turkey pepperoni pizza. We used to use the butterball turkey pepperoni. We can't find it in our grocery store anymore. They have it at some, but our Loblaws came out with the Ziggy one, so we've been using this one. We like them. They taste the same. There's another one I saw the other day, but it was a mixture of beef and chicken pepperoni. And at first I was like, not that it would probably just taste like pepperoni.
Oh wow! Put in sauce, Caesar's dressing on the pizza.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's an amazing.
You know what? There is a recipe out there online that I've seen where they make a ground chicken crust and a Caesar salad on top of it. And I'm dying to try it. I've never tried it.
So someone said the same thing you said, hun, about the commitment book. So Jean-Luc today told me the same thing about putting commitments on each page. So what we might do is increase the space. You can write a word. And I saw somebody
like a reminder for your commitment, so you know what it is.
Yeah, if you.
I bet.
Yeah, but
we're there.
We're fixing a few things. There's going to be some new things we're adding because we're using it as well.
How would you guys feel like if you could decorate your commitment book, like having a tear out page?
So we're thinking of
where you can
tear out page where you can put it out and then cut it up.
Thanks, Kelly. That was
stick it on different places.
If Kelly's here, that was her. We got that idea from her because she really.
She's here. She's right there.
Yeah, thank you, Kelly. That was a fantastic idea.
Yeah, so we're gonna add pages with like fun little papers you can cut and add to your commitment tracker.
So Nick loves pepperoni as pizza, so I'm adding extra pepperoni to his pizza. Do you want it just on the bottom, hun?
Yes.
Or do you want pepperoni on top as well?
Okay. Yeah, of course.
So I'm adding pepperoni to mine as well. I like toppings on my pizza, so my pizza is Nick's pizzas is easy: cheese, pepperoni. That's it. My pizza, I'm gonna have pepperoni.
Shocker.
I'm gonna have green olives. I'm gonna have pineapple. If I had onions, there'd be onions on there. If I had mushrooms, I'd have mushrooms on there. I'm putting jalapeno on it tonight. And I'm different. Like I don't put I make pizza like we used to at Pizza Hut. So you know how some pizza places they just add the toppings to your pizza? I actually do this because I enjoy it more. I grab a small bowl. I grab the ingredients that I want. I have to make sure Nick's pizza is nowhere near because if anything touches Nick's pizza, he won't eat it.
Juice in there.
No olive juice, no jalapeno juice, no anything. So I'm actually gonna cut up all my ingredients I want into the bowl, add the cheese, mix it together, then sprinkle it on top of my pizza so that my toppings stay in the cheese. I like it when I get a bite and I don't have to worry about things falling off of my pizza. Again, I know it's silly, stupid little things, but it makes a difference. It makes me happy. And I know that
that's why extra sauce makes me happy. Why wouldn't you let me be happy?
I did. You got to put extra sauce in your pizza.
You would put it on for me.
About time you do something for yourself.
I'm not helping anymore. I'm standing here for the rest of the evening.
Have fun. Can you stand over there? Can you stand near Seba at least? Oh, it's going to be a long night, ladies. It's going to be a long night. He doesn't help anyways.
What?
Joking. You help all the time. They know.
You're so mean.
I'm not mean at all. Oh, and you're the nicest person.
I am. I thank you all the time for all the meals you make me. I say they're amazing meals.
So I'm cutting up some jalapeno right now because I don't want big chunks of jalapeno. I just dropped a piece on the counter, but we can just get rid of that one. And I don't want a lot of jalapeno. I just want a little bit. As Nick is spinning his lettuce.
Yay! You know what would be fun? Being in there. You know, being in a ride in there. Pushing against the wall. It'd be fun.
And then I'm going to open up my green olives. And by doing it this way, these are huge olives because my favorite olives are garlic stuffed olives. So I always buy the garlic stuff. So that way I get little garlic pieces in my pizza. And it's yummy. It actually adds some really good flavor to your pizza. You know us. What is one of our favorite things? Garlic. We love garlic in everything. And what I do is I cut my garlic. I cut my olive into quarters, and then I cut that into small little pieces. So I'm not adding a ton of olives to my pizza. I'm just adding a bit. I'm adding 2 olives total because I'm only doing a personal sized pizza for myself.
I'm right behind you.
Do you notice there are a few missing when I cat sit of olives? Yes. I don't really pay attention, Lynn. No. You can eat as many as you like. As many as you want. So I've got 2 olives in
You
there.
need the whole jar.
No,
Every jar in the place. Just finish them all up.
I got
You
2
can
olives
finish the
there.
relish too. You can finish all the chocolate in here. Any of those things can go.
And another thing too is
Leave the cheese.
another thing too, there's none in here. Oh, he did scratch me. Wow, I didn't realize Seba scratched me just because I grabbed him so quickly. I just bought some cream-cut pineapple this time because I wanted to make it easy on me. There was a huge container of pineapple. I'm like, we're not going to go through all that. Go to the lunch section in your grocery store. You know, they always have that section. They have smaller containers of things that you can use. Can you grab Seba, hun? He's on the counter. Thank you. Yes, I know, baby. I know. We're almost done. We're almost
You
done.
want your food, sweetie? You're hungry? Here, I'll get you your food. Come here. Here, Daddy. Oh, I know.
They made the Jean-Luc proof tonight.
Here you go. Go, look. Your food.
So apparently the smaller containers are just harder to open, though.
They're childproof.
Yeah, can you? Oh, there we go. Finally. Woo. So again, I'm going to take my pineapple. I'm going to take my chunk and I'm just going to cut it into smaller pieces because I like the smaller pieces. Easier to eat. Makes it easier to spread on the pizza. And then I also have pineapple for the rest of the weekend, to make other things or just eat like that. Because I'm not going to lie.
We love pineapple. It's just a deep the cut.
It is. They're never easy to cut. We have one of those pineapple cores, which does come in handy. If you've never had one before, they do come in handy.
We don't use it.
But we forget about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things. I wish there was a machine that I could put. Well, I guess they do have it in the stores. So, or you could buy the pre-cored ones that are in the long containers. Those work as well. But sometimes, do you notice if it's not pre-cut for you, you might not use it. It might just sit in your fridge.
That's what
and
happens.
End up wasting it, right?
Actually, that's what happens.
Keep in mind, when you're buying pre-cut stuff, it might be a little bit more expensive, but the odds of you using it might be a lot higher because you're actually going to use it.
Oh, baby, come on.
So, Nick, do you want to add cheese to your pizza?
No, you add it.
You want me to add it?
I'm taking care of. I'm taking care of Seba. He's asking for attention. He's saying mew mew. Hey, my baby.
So as you notice, I washed my hands again.
Let's just say Seba has been very stressed out. He's got 2 kittens chasing him constantly. Earlier this evening, Seba was literally in the bedroom and Peru was following him constantly. And he turned around at one point and hissed at her. He's like, I had enough, kitten. Get away from me.
I'm going to say I'm putting about a quarter. Well, I'm going to put more. I'm going to probably put a half a cup of cheese on Nick's pizza because he likes cheese. We just find any grated cheese. This is a double cheddar. It's a light cheese. We're not very picky when it comes to the cheese. You could shred your own. You can use vegan cheese as well or plant-based cheese. I'll be honest with you. We've tried a few different versions. Never liked any of them. They've never melted the way we like it.
Yeah.
But we get it. If you're plant-based,
do whatever you want.
Yeah. And from what I heard, Lizette, Nick's mom, she will not buy shredded plant-based cheese. She will buy the brick of plant-based cheese and shred it herself because she says it melts better for her. And she makes her pizza on a mushroom. She makes all of her pizzas on a, what are they called? Portobello mushroom. She adds her pizza sauce, she adds her toppings, and then bakes it in the oven. She says it's amazing. So if you're a mushroom fan, why not?
For me.
Right. So I'm going to stir in my ingredients. So you see, I added my cheese to my pizza.
That's like lettuce.
I'm probably going to add a little bit more cheese to this.
Pink pineapple. That sounds delicious.
I've heard of it, but I've not seen it at any of our stores. Just like, did you guys see the white strawberry? There was a white.
Yeah, we have.
Grab Seba.
Seba, come on, baby. No, he's good. Oh, good
thank
boy.
You, boy. He went the other way.
Yeah, he's going the
Excellent.
Here, sweetie. Want daddy to help you?
So look at that.
Want daddy to help you?
I think I need a little bit more cheese on that. Just a bit, not much, just a bit. The edges need some cheese. I can still see some pepperoni.
You're saying hi to everyone?
Oh, hi, baby.
Can you guys hear him meowing?
Probably not until you put your microphone at him.
Come here, say hi. You're a good boy.
Perfect. So I'm now going to grab, I have my oven at 400 degrees. It's been preheated already, which is great. And I'm now going to grab one of my cookie sheets. And I'm placing these on the cookie sheet.
I already got your lettuce ready.
Thank you so much.
Again.
I'm also, because this is me.
You add pepperoni on top.
Yes, I'll add pepperoni on top of yours. I have so many spices in my house, guys. I'm putting a little bit of garlic plus on here because I like the flavor of it. You can add
more garlic. Shocking.
More garlic. Shocking. More garlic, not much, just a bit. And then I'm going to add a little bit of pepperoni on top of Nick's. Doom, doom, doom. These are going to go in the oven. Is that enough pepperoni for you, hon?
Yes.
Excellent. I had these in my hands. I'm just going to add them all. And look at that. 2 pizzas going in the oven, 400 degrees. Probably takes around 25 minutes or so to cook. I put them on the top. I want them on the bottom. I'm going to put them on the bottom. Voila. What's next? We got to make some Caesar dressing, right? So one of the cool things with these pizzas, they're not a small pizza, right? That's a pretty big pizza for one person. So we usually, sometimes not, we have half. We save the other half for the next day.
I'm eating the whole thing tonight.
That's why we accompany it with a Caesar salad. So Caesar salad dressing. I grab my cashews. They've been soaking since we started talking. So now they're nice and soft. I'm going to strain the water out of them. And I'm only making a half recipe. So I'm straining the water and you add them to your you add it to your food processor. My Ninja blender has a drink mix, like an individual drink mixer. So I make my Caesar dressing out of that because making it in a big blender, it's hard because the blades sometimes don't go all the way and you can't get it as smooth as you'd like it. So I'm just going to add my cashews. I'm going to do this over the sink so I don't make a mess over there. Add my cashews. My cashews are very soft. I'm going to bring one to you and show you what the hot water does to your cashews. It blanches them.
Blanche
Devereaux.
Blanche Devereaux.
Look at this cashew right now. Look at how malleable it is. It's like rubbery, right? And it's not normally rubbery. So there's my cashews. Next things next. What do you add to Caesar dressing? What is one of the most important things in Caesar dressing?
I wonder. Garlic.
Thanks, Lynn. She melted it for us. Garlic. Yes, this is a lot of garlic. I'm not putting all of this in here. Trust me. No.
No vampires for us tonight, everybody.
But I am going to put in probably 4 cloves, and they're not small cloves. And another little trick. Some people don't know this, but
based on how much you love garlic, adjust your garlic.
The little end, cut it off. Why? It adds bitterness that you don't want. It will add that bitterness. So just cut that little end off and get rid of it. You don't need that little end. Mm-hmm. Are you eating pineapple over here?
There's too many pieces.
Oh, of course, just like cheese. Well, pineapple is good for you.
Exactly.
So I'm adding the 4 cloves of garlic to that. I buy my garlic pre-peeled in a an airtight sealed container. I keep the little stay fresh thing, and then I transfer it into this, and I use it in everything. I use my garlic for a lot of stuff. Put that back in the fridge. Next thing's next. So I have garlic. I have this. What else do I need? I need some lemon juice. And of course, we forgot to buy lemons. Where's my lemon juice though? But we always have lemon juice in the fridge.
Just in case.
Just in case. And then I need my Dijon mustard.
Dijon.
Where is
Dijon
the Dijon
mustard?
Oh, yeah, we have some.
You know, you were supposed to check all these before you went to the grocery.
We always do. I'm never worried. We always have Dijon mustard.
What if we didn't?
And I'm sure we have some in the cupboard. I'm not lying. So I have my Dijon mustard. I have my lemon, and I need Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
That, you know what? Oh, I do. I thought so. I was like, there's no way. How long have you had your Worcestershire sauce in the fridge, people? I don't cook with it often. I make Caesar dressing with it most of the time. That's pretty much it. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to add I'm just gonna eyeball it tonight, guys. I'm adding a teaspoon, a half a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. I'm adding. It's again, you know me. I don't follow recipes. It's just what I do. I just eyeball it. But you could follow the recipe online. Is the recipe that I make when I'm making a big batch. I add my olive juice, my lemon juice. If it was olive juice, Nick would not be eating it. And then 2 teaspoons of the honey Dijon mustard. It could just be regular Dijon if you want regular Dijon. It does not need to be honey Dijon. And then I'm going to put that away and that away. And a little bit of oat milk.
Oh,
Again,
someone says, Leanne says Costco sells Muskoka garlic sauce.
Ooh, that would be yummy. So the oat milk, I'm going to start off with.
Yes, Stephanie,
A
I'm in
quarter
the
of a cup.
same. I'm in the same boat. I prefer my cheese on top of my toppings.
Yeah.
I was born in Quebec. That's how they do it there. And also in Alberta, we found out.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, we had some really good pizza in
Yeah, it was really good.
in Regina.
So that's Saskatchewan.
In Saskatchewan.
Sorry,
So,
Saskatchewan.
it was
pizza.
Saskatchewan. Yeah. And I'm blending. So you're gonna notice. Oh, I don't have to yell. You guys can hear me.
I hate broccoli.
I keep thinking I have to yell because can you guys hear this at all or no? Love this. So I can whisper. I can talk to you about our sexy Caesar dressing.
It's actually regal. That's what you called it. Regal. That's why you can find
It's
it
a
over here.
regal Caesar. Oh, I was looking for our dressing and we changed it up. So look at how thick this is. This is a little bit too thick for my Caesar dressing consistency, right? Oh, but it smells good. What are we missing in there? We're missing a little bit of salt because you need to add salt and you need to add pepper to this as well. Pepper.
It's this.
And it's the lid to the
milk.
Yeah. I know this sounds silly. I'm adding garlic salt because I love garlic and I love this salt and I don't need to add a lot of it. It just adds a little bit.
Use garlics how you like it
How
when
you
you're
like it.
when you're making this. Make it as you like it because we've heard people, wow, that's a lot of garlic. We love
I love
garlic.
garlic.
Love the smell of it.
That's good.
Hi, baby. You're such a good boy. See, we knew we could trust you. Hey.
I added about another tablespoon. That's not a tablespoon. That's a tablespoon of oat milk. And I'm going to go put it back. Oh my goodness. We hear the kitties mewing in the background in our bedroom because they're locked up.
Once we're done this, we'll let them out. Once we're done this, we'll let them out so you guys can see them.
Putting it back into the mixer and letting it, mixing it up again. If you had fresh basil, if you had you had chives, you could add this. You could turn this into a ranch dressing by adding a little bit of dill and adding some like peppercorn. You could throw in, if you have a package of ranch seasoning from somewhere,
You can make ranch dressing.
you can make ranch dressing. Add a little bit of balsamic vinegar to this and make a creamy balsamic dressing.
We've done it all. It works for all
It's very
options.
versatile. Not only this, what's really cool about this is you can cook with it as like a seasoning. Put it in your frying pan, add stuff to it, and then just add it. Put this on your pasta. Just have plain pasta with a cashew sauce. Delicious. Absolutely delicious.
It is. I've had it.
I'm still blending. The more you blend it, the creamier it gets. And that's also the reason why we soaked our nuts. We soaked our nuts in the water, in the warm water. So now I'm going to take this off and watch. Look at this. This is amazing. Look at this. And I didn't make a big batch because, oh yeah, look at this. Look at that consistency. It's absolutely amazing. I want to try it.
I can't try it.
Oh, garlic!
Hey, I love it.
The vampires will definitely not be in this house this evening. So
We like it that way, unless they're good looking.
what I would normally do is I would take this. I would not serve it this quickly. Okay. The colder it is, the better it
Put it in the
tastes,
fridge for
of
now.
course. So I'm going to put it in the fridge for right now. So that way it cools down a bit. Because don't forget, your warm nuts warmed up the dressing. Stop laughing, people. You're cashews. You're cashews.
You're warm nuts.
Oh my God, that dressing is so yummy.
I can't wait to eat. I'm so hungry.
Mm. Oh my God. I haven't made it in a while.
There's it right there.
Oh, thank you. I haven't made it in a while. So there you go. I just made pizza and Caesar salad in 50 minutes.
And
I'm not eating yet, but again,
well, less than 50. You talked a lot.
I talked a lot. Yeah, because if I wasn't talking, let me fix my glasses. Sorry, they were a little crooked. Because he didn't talk.
I didn't. I was quiet.
Yes, if somebody wasn't standing right here in front of the only drawer that carries every single utensil we use, maybe it would have been a little faster.
Oh my God.
I know. We love picking on each other, everybody. It's love. We do love each other.
Me a lot more than I pick on him, right, everybody?
You want to know? Really?
It's true.
Really?
It's true.
You want to see something, everybody? There's no room in this fridge right now. I have too much stuff. So I worked in the office yesterday, and I worked in the office the other day, and I get this lovely picture. Yeah. I get this lovely picture, which is our kitchen with the cupboard open.
And I told him.
Story. Enough. He sends me this. He's like, trying to make me feel like you're at home. That's what he sends me because I leave the cupboard doors open.
So I purposely opened it and walked and sat down and took a picture and then sent it to him saying, I'm just pretending you're home.
Now he's an ass because I actually thought I left it open when I left for work.
No, I did it on purpose.
It's like, oh my God.
I opened the cupboard, walked away, sat down and took a photo to send to you to make you.
That's hilarious because I'm at work going, oh my God, I left the cupboard open. Like, I don't even remember going into that cupboard.
I didn't realize you thought, no.
I was like, well,
I did it on purpose to say I'm pretending that you're still home.
I'm so used to it that I'm like, I leave the cupboards open. I definitely leave the cupboards open. I will say this, as much as we pick on each other, I couldn't do what I do without him, right? I could not do what I do without him. I
wouldn't eat without him.
And he would not eat without me. I guess everything else he can do though, just eat, right, hun?
No, there's other things you do too.
I'm teasing you. So we've got the pizza in the oven, the Caesar salad going. Hopefully, maybe cheese curds. Ooh, cheese curds on what? Cheese curds on what? I might have missed something there. Oh my God, that pizza smells so good. I love the fact that I added the ingredients.
Want to let the kitties out?
Yes, let the kitties out.
Go get them. I'll just finish wiping this so there's no food residue.
I'm not drinking wine. I'm not drinking Coke Zero. It's a bubbly. It's a strawberry flavored bubbly.
And after that, you don't have Coke Zero on your list. It's my list.
No, but I wouldn't drink it in front of you.
Yeah. Perfect. So I'll go get them. Okay. I'll stay here.
Entertain.
Oh, Nick said he wouldn't eat. I would eat cheese curds. Yeah, I would have poutine all the time.
Oh my God, we're so mean.
Why?
We left them in the dark.
Oh, poor things. They can see in the dark. They're, come here.
Meow. Come here, Mau.
Here we have little Peru and little Maui. This way.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that the camera's angled differently.
So there they are. They're a rambunctious duo. We love them so much.
They were so cute today. So the scratch post, and I've said this, they're on the tower, the white condo tower that we have for our kids.
I think we took a photo.
And Maui literally went up to Peru. He put his head on her stomach and was just sitting there like this. And she's looking out the window, and I'm like, look at this. Like,
we never had this. We never had this for Keikos and Seba. They never were snugglers, so we never had two cats do this. So seeing the two of them be so close warms our heart. Like they love each other so much. It's so cute. She may just come visit. Oh,
do not stand.
Your brother's there. You don't want to go that way.
Don't go that way. You might get a hiss.
He'll hiss at you.
You might get a hiss.
And now they're after the wires, the laptops, everything.
I don't know if
that's why we put them away, everybody. They get into everything.
There's a famous line. Who is it again? Joan Crawford. She was in, I think it was Mommy Dearest. No more hangers. I want to do a TikTok that says no more Apple wires because they're chewing only the Apple ones.
No, they're not. They're chewing every wire.
They have this huge thick wire. I'm like, kitties, It's gonna take you
Yes,
a
it's like
long
having
time
toddlers.
to get through that. Oh, it's
They
definitely
get
like,
through
oh,
they go through everything. They touch everything. They're just but they're, you know what? No complaints.
no. This is not complaining at all. It's just getting back
Interesting.
into the
We're used to this. We're used to that.
uneventful, adorable, but uneventful.
And he's so good. Like, we'll say this: as much as Seba is still hissing at his new brother and sister, he is still not doing like right now. Look at this. There we go.
Yo,
There's Peru.
you cannot eat your
Right?
brother's food.
She's hard to see. There's Peru and there's Seba. And see how he's not reacting? Now, if she does too much, he might.
If she plays with his tail,
She plays with his tail, he might.
that might change the entire situation.
But he's good. Like, he's not being mean to them. So we're really proud of him. It's only been a week and he's already, the other day he was looking for them. So it's a good thing. It's also making him be more active because he's running away from them. It'll be two at the end of this week. We just got
2 weeks.
Yeah, it'll be on Monday.
Yeah. So
but these away.
you could probably wash them.
Yeah, I'll
Mine's
wash
probably
them.
full of flour.
Yeah.
So that is our no. Per no.
Or no.
Per no. What's really cute about Peru is you don't see it, but she actually has like golden colors. That's why her face looks so different because it's actually different color fur on her face. She is mostly gray, but there's like patchy, like goldenish on her face. It's really
So
cute.
we are going to end the live feed now. What we're going to do is we're going to take photos of what we've made. We'll share it in a KickStart group, what our final meal looks like. And then you guys can access the recipe on our dashboard. I will now share the code word. So those of you on Zoom, stick around because I'll share the code word for all of you. I'll also share the links for the Epicure mystery host party that we're doing. And I'll share those in the group as well. Feel free to buy products.
Yeah.
And we're going to be back next week for more cooking. And Jean-Luc's making breakfast next week.
There's no obligation.
No.
I don't want anyone to feel obligated. Please, if you already have an Epicure ambassador that you work with already, go buy products for them, with them, or let them know. Say, hey, there's a mystery party I'm trying to win. Because what ends up happening is the more people purchase, the higher the host reward gets. So maybe we'll let you know how much the host reward is going to as it grows.
Yeah.
It could go up to $500 worth of free product, depending on
The cat
just
started
turned on the TV.
The cat just turned on the TV.
No lie. He just pressed on the Apple TV remote. Now TV's playing. I'm like, we had no TV going. Yeah. So it's a cool way to get some cool products, especially if you've never bought any before. Not only do they have the products, but they have a lot of cooking tools that you could use as well. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. Are we still live or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna end it now.
Just making sure because I didn't want to. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. I hope you try making your own 2-ingredient pizza dough.
Yeah.
Again, think outside the box. Make bagels with it. Roll it out. Put some butter and some cinnamon on it. Don't add the pizza toppings on it. Roll it up and make some cinnamon buns. You could cook this dough in the air fryer. This dough you could cut into small pieces and make mini naan bread. Like this dough has infinity of
ways
to be used.
The good thing, guys, and again, this is one of the things that we've done is it's homemade. You're making it yourself. And so you know what's going in it. You know what products. I know a lot of people say, oh, I'll buy a frozen pizza. You don't know what preservatives or what's added in that. So by making it yourself, and it's not that hard, like Jean-Luc showed you guys, it's almost like it's a quick thing to do, and you can make yourself a delicious dinner.
And the dough can be frozen.
Exactly.
You can make it, freeze it, and thaw it, and roll it out, and it still turns out great. I've done it a few times.
So on that note, bye Facebook World and YouTube. We'll be on Zoom.